The 1988 NBA Draft, 29th overall pick, Sacramento Kings select Vinny Del Negro. Walk me through that experience.
Well, that was a long time ago, but I was at a restaurant with my, at that time, my girlfriend, now my wife, Lynn, and my family, and we were watching the draft, and the actual feed to the draft went out. And when the feed came back, they had already gone past number 29, so I didn't even know that I was drafted yet. So it took a few minutes, and when they came back, they were already on like number, I don't even remember, 37 or 40 or something like that. And then it took a few minutes for them to put up the list, and then I realized that I'd already been drafted. So it was, it's an exciting time. You build up to that. So many things go involved. It obviously the draft process is much different now, but and that was it. Went home and then got on the phone with Bill Russell, who was at that time the general manager and was, kind of a person we all looked up to and still look up to. Growing up in Massachusetts with the Celtics, Bill Russell's accomplishments speak for themselves. So, and then Jerry Reynolds at the time was the head coach. So I spoke to them and then went out to California and got to meet him and got set up and then got ready for Summer League.
Did that draft experience meet your expectations?
Yeah, at that time you just want to be drafted. I just wanted the opportunity to go play and things work out the way they work out and you can't control that. But I feel very confident. After playing at NC State in the ACC, and arguably the best conference or one of the best year in and year out, I felt like I was very prepared and had spent 4 years in college. So, you just want the opportunity to get out there and perform. Obviously, high school to college is a huge jump, but college to the pros is a gigantic jump, and it takes a lot. It's a different game, and you're different, older players and things. So, it was a transition. There's no question, but I was just excited to be in that position.
You talk about a different game. Also in your professional career, you played both in the NBA and in Italy, back and forth. How would you describe or best illustrate the differences between those leagues?
Well, I started off, I was drafted, played a couple years in Sacramento, and then I headed over and played a couple years for Benetton in the Italian A1 League, and we won the championship my second year. We had some very good success there, and it was a great experience, and it gave me an opportunity to look at my options after that. And I was fortunate enough to, sign a long-term deal with San Antonio, and then that's kind of when my career took off. I had spent a couple years getting comfortable in the NBA, and then a couple years away. So then it took me a while to get my feet under me a little bit. But then once I did, I was just fortunate to play, with some great players, some great teams, a lot of veteran guys in San Antonio for a number of years, and have a lot of great teammates, and was just kind of in the right spot, and just tried to take advantage of that, with other good players around us.
And in the NBA, you also played under some very recognized coaches. What are some of the most fond memories you have of these guys?
Well, they're all different personalities, but you try to take, a few things from them, but, all really good, every coach has their different philosophies or their different way to approach, whether it's practice or travel or games or half times or whatever it is. But, like I said before, I've been very lucky. I've had some great coaches and great mentors, and, they're all different in their own way and all special in their own way. I had a great grammar school coach. Like I talked about before, I had a great high school coach, so great college coach. So, when you have a lot of greats, it makes things a little bit easier on you. And if you're willing to accept the advice, if you're willing to accept the coaching, if you're willing to really, get a feel for what the coach wants, I think you can get a huge advantage, and that's what I try to do.
As a player, what would you say the most important piece of information or the most important lesson you learned about yourself was?
Understand what your role is on the team and be not only understand it, but accept it. You have to understand what your role is and how to perform it consistently every night. And you can't always try to do everything. You have to be try to master certain things. So When I was in San Antonio, I had a certain role that I had to perform every night, and every player out there did. And I think the teams that understand that obviously have more chance for success. So, and the more you can absorb things from a coach, the quicker you can move on and go to the second, third, fourth option. So that just takes time. Some guys adapt sooner than later, but it really just depends on your skill set.
For more on the Clippers, check out clippers.com, and for ticket information, call 866-4-CLIPPERS.